name's Anthony Paccinelli. I'm co-owner of BJJ Squared. I've been doing jiu-jitsu for 15 years. I've been a black belt for 5 years. One of my most common questions is like, why do people start, or how did I start? I actually took my oldest son, who's still training, to a class. His younger brother was diagnosed with autism, and growing up in the generation I did, I wanted to be able to arm my son with self-defense in a way that was safe, not punching or anything. And I knew about jiu-jitsu, and I really wanted him to learn. And when I took him, the coach there was really insistent about, kids who train should have parents to train. And so I signed up along with him, and we kind of did it together. When I started, I was in my late 20s. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I thought I was in shape. I found out how wrong I was when I started doing jiu-jitsu. Coming in here and learning how to breathe and learning how to remain calm in situations that you probably, shouldn't be calm, has not only transformed my, athletic life, it transformed my whole life. I was a happier person at work. I was able to kind of formulate and get through situations in life that, thanks to jiu-jitsu, I learned, make a plan, execute the plan. And as somebody who's always, struggled with ADD throughout my life as well, it gave me strategies that work not just on the mat, but off the mat as well. And, it's been life-changing.
I am Dr. Tyler Murray. I am an owner and a coach here at BJJ Squared. We have programs for kids ages 3 up through adults, pretty much no age limit there. As the head coach of the kids program, one of my favorite things in the gym is to see how kids come in and really build confidence. We start them at age 3 in our Tiny Ninjas program, and that is really based on fun and gameplay. And once they turn 5, they're going to go into a 5 to 9-year-old class where they start to learn some moves in jiu-jitsu, really building body coordination. They have a lot of discipline in there and a lot of respect for the sport. The coolest class to see in action is our youth class, because once they're 9, they are really doing jiu-jitsu. And from 9 to 14, there's a lot of growth that can happen in this sport. Once kids turn 14, they go into our adult program, and they're the ones that us adults are afraid of, because they really have mastered the moves and pick up the sport and show it off. The kids do competitions. Some of them never compete, and some of them love to compete. So that's what's really fun for me as a coach, to see the kids go out to some of our local tournaments and just put their skills to the test. And again, I've had a lot of kids come in here that are really nervous starting out, and I think that's really normal. And as they kind of learn and figure it out, they help each other to grow, and they help each other to really focus and evolve, also as a supplement for their other sports. So jiu-jitsu does not have to be a kid's main sport. They have a lot of stuff going on outside. We don't do any contracts at our gym. So, basketball season comes around, pause your membership for a few months and come back when it clears up. My number one goal is to have kids enjoy and have fun. Outside of jiu-jitsu, I'm a certified mental performance consultant with my doctorate in sport and performance psychology. And as someone with that background in mindset and confidence, I feel like something that I observe about the sport of jiu-jitsu is that there's a notion that you have to be fit to start, or, I'm going to do this before I jump in. I know myself, I started when I was 23. And I walked up to the gym. It had clear windows, and I said, there's no way I can do this. This looks crazy. And obviously 6 years later, I own a gym, and this has become my whole life. But coming in with a mindset that it is going to be uncomfortable. There are going to be a lot of things that you've never seen before, or maybe haven't even done since you were a kid. That doesn't mean it's not the sport for you.
We developed a curriculum to be ultra specific here at BJJ Squared. I think that, if you come in and some gyms, they just kind of teach what they feel like learning that day, or the gym teaches something that they're working on or something. And not that doesn't have value, but I think it's more important, especially when you're building, a combat art base, to build a foundation, right? You have to know the basics before you can get into the higher level concepts. And what we did was we've structured both our youth program and adult program to come in and really start tackling those foundational pieces as soon as possible. People always talk about like, when's the best time to learn jiu-jitsu? I say 9 or tomorrow are the 2 best days to sign up. So if you can't sign up when you're 9, you might as well sign up when you're tomorrow. Our adult curriculum, again, is 52 classes set up specifically around the foundational points of jiu-jitsu. You learn the 8 positions, top and bottom. You learn offense, you learn defense. You learn the concepts that the Gracies developed early on that are effective, not only on the mat, but in a street situation as well. And we kind of highlight those. We break down each class has 2 to 3 moves. We drill those moves, and then we positionally drill to reinforce those concepts. Instant implementation is one of the best ways to learn jiu-jitsu. So you're going to get to try those moves at a real speed the night you learn them. And then they kind of go into the memory bank to when they come back into another class or another position that you recognize, and we build upon those foundations.